Hello and welcome to the College Essay Guide virtual college road trip. Thanks for taking time out of your summer evening to join us. We're really glad that you're here to learn about some great schools. I have a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to ask our presenters questions at any time. You can direct your questions to a specific school or schools by including the name of the school in with your question. You can also leave a question for all of our representatives to answer about who has certain majors or certain types of programs you might be interested in. 6 minutes is really fast. This is just a sneak peek at all of these schools. And so that Q&A is a great way to personalize and ask one of those questions that you might have right away to help you think about researching more after watching this presentation. Your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. So again, that's why that Q&A is so important. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening. We hope that you signed up for more sessions and that you already enjoyed some in our earlier round of presentations. This presentation is being recorded and it will be available in about a week's time at that same website where you can register, strivescan.com/college essay guide. Now I'm excited to turn it over to our first school. We'll be hearing from DePaul University.
Wonderful. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here and sharing a little bit of your evening with us. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And as Jennifer mentioned, 6 minutes goes by really fast. So if you have any additional questions, please feel free to add them in the chat box. So first, just giving you some general information. I know parents and students love seeing rankings, even though, we all have our own sort of preferences about rankings, but just wanting to give you an idea of what we're known for. What have parents, students, these rankings shared about DePaul University, and there's many great things that they share. General information about DePaul: we were founded in 1898. We are named after St. Vincent de Paul, and we are the largest Catholic university in the nation. By no means do you have to be Catholic to attend the university, but we are very mission oriented, and we'll talk about how it means more to just be a student. You're more than just a number at DePaul. It's really connected to that ethos of DePaul, the heart of DePaul, that you are more than just a student, right? You're more than just a number. You are someone that's going to give back to the community, that's going to make a difference on campus, and we're going to show you how. This is a general snapshot of the university, and I want to draw your attention to our retention, right, which is a really strong retention for our first year students. So we're not only recruiting you, we also want to ensure that you persist and you stay with us for all 4 years. We're a pretty diverse school. We're more of a medium to large school with a little less than 23,000 students total, 16,000 undergrad, and we have a faculty to student ratio of a 15:1. So your class sizes are going to be small enough where you get to build that network with your faculty member, with your peers, and also feel that sense of community as early on as your first day on campus. And of course, you can tell for all of our students that are joining us that we have students that are involved and joining us from many other states as well as internationally. And so we want to be a resemblance of the beautiful and diversity of Chicago. Additionally, a focus, right, that you might be thinking about is academics, right? And thinking about finding a school that provides you an opportunity to dip your toes in many different areas. For those of you that are listening, you might know exactly what you want to study, but there might be a few of you or more of you that don't know exactly what you want to do. And at DePaul, that's okay. We're a 4-year private liberal arts institution, and we want to provide you the opportunity where you're taught to think critically, where there's spaces for you to create dialogue, and some of our most popular majors I'll share in the next slide. But this gives you an idea of the 10 different schools and colleges that we offer. So as you can see, we provide more than 350 different academic programs. So you'll probably find a program that you are interested in. These are some of our most popular areas. So for those of you where you're most popular, you're interested in a major where it's noted here on the screen, I want to give you credit for that, right? There's a lot of popular majors at DePaul with over 350 of them. We wanted to give you a quick snapshot of them. But if you don't see one here, I'll definitely link and I'll add a link for those all of our academic programs at DePaul. We also are very AP and IB friendly. So if you are currently a student who's wanting to challenge themselves, know that we're going to provide a space for you on campus. We also, outside of the scores that you're submitting to us, depending on the score, we provide you credit for that. For my students that are taking dual enrollment, we will also award you credit for those classes. And we'll talk a little bit about those classes where you might have some issues transferring that credit and what we can do to ensure that you do get that credit for that course. Additionally, we have several honors programs specific to a major, or more generally speaking, our university honors program that focuses more on reading and writing with an emphasis. Outside of your academics, it's very important to also look at schools that are going to offer you additional spaces for you to grow, for you to feel safe, and for you to find a space that you belong. So we have our career center, we have 5 different cultural centers. Even though we are a Catholic school, we also have our Muslim center, our Jewish center, and we also have an interfaith space. So we want to provide you an opportunity to also grow socially. Academically as well, there will be mentorship support and counseling services, just to name a few. And then lastly, what's important? What are we going to look for? We're part of the common application. There is no application fee. And all that we require of you is that common application, your official high school transcripts, and we are test optional. Lastly, but not least, these are just some dates that you see on here. The one date that I want to draw your attention to is our early action deadline, which is November 15th. You will, for my rising seniors, you will get a decision by January 15th, and that will give you not only information about your admission decision, your academic scholarship, and any additional honors programs that you might be interested in and are going to be invited into. My contact information is here on the screen. That is my phone number, and then these are the territories that I oversee. So if you are not part of this territory, don't worry, feel free to reach out to me and I can answer further questions about DePaul University. Thank you all so much for listening.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for starting us off and sharing DePaul with everyone tonight. The next school that we're going to be learning about is Columbia College Chicago.
Perfect. Thank you, Jennifer. Let me just go ahead and share my screen for everyone. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, y'all. My name is Jasenia Sanchez. I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Columbia College Chicago. I'm originally from New Jersey and then moved to Chicago to study at Columbia and graduated from there. And now get to work with incoming students from states like Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York. And I can also get you to the right person if you are not part of that territory. But I'm going to give you just a brief overview about Columbia. Know that this is just a sneak peek. There's so much to learn. Columbia is a school that combines creative and media arts, liberal arts, and business expertise. We are located in downtown Chicago in the South Loop neighborhood. Through our curriculum, you'll really get to experience rigorous academics, hands-on learning, a lot of collaboration, and career preparation. We incorporate business, marketing, and entrepreneur skills into the education because these are the skills we believe make you versatile, and they are transferable and can really prepare you for countless paths within your industry. Now, we're home to around 7,000 students, mostly undergraduate with a small graduate student population. In fall 2020, we welcomed around 1,700 new students to campus, which includes freshmen and transfer, which is awesome. We are so proud to offer small class sizes and a low faculty to student ratio. Our average class size is around 18 students. As with any average, of course, there are some larger classes typically in the first year, while some of our more specialized and advanced classes will be even smaller than 18 as you go along. Now, these small class sizes really allow for improved access to faculty members, development of group projects, and networking with peers and professionals in the field to really help launch successful careers. Now, we have over 60 majors and programs in fields like visual arts, performing arts, media and digital arts, communication and writing, music and sound, and business and management, ranging from things like animation to photography, dance, film and TV, to, of course, public relations, advertising, marketing, English, creative writing. So if any of these catch your eye, you can find additional information on our website at colum.edu/majors to really learn about the curriculums and what the curriculum entails and see if it interests you. We offer some select programs as a BFA or a BMUS. These programs are more credit intensive and have some different requirements to apply into, but you can receive some of those additional details when the time comes. Now, minors are also encouraged. We offer a wide variety of creative and practical minors to supplement your skill set. Some examples include minors like teaching artists, intellectual property management, hip hop studies, fashion studies, graphic design, environmental studies, and stage combat. So it's about finding what pairs well with your career goals. Now, our goal is to really foster a creative learning environment for our students, an environment that isn't just in classes, but also extends to things like clubs, your residence centers, the city of Chicago itself. We really understand the creative student. We know what you need, right? How you live, how to encourage you, how to support you, how to propel you and your work. Students have access to different facilities to put their skills to work and expand their portfolios. The pictures you're seeing on the slide are examples of the facilities students have access to. We have our own theaters to put on musicals, studios to record your own music, sets and cameras to do your own films. Your time at Columbia is about so much more than just the time you spend in classrooms, right? As a student, you really want to be able to participate in different ensembles, rehearsals, studio time, and real life projects that really directly relate to your coursework and your future career. And of course, if you're interested in joining clubs or organizations, we have more than 85, ranging from volunteer organizations to groups like Black Student Union, Latino Alliance, so many to choose from to find your community in your new home. Now, our students, faculty members, and alumni have a great presence in Chicago's creative workplaces. While Columbia is student focused, our students are job focused, right? Career preparation is integrated from the very first day, not just at the end of your college journey. So it's important for you to recognize our Career Center as such a big resource to your time at Columbia. As students build their bodies of work, staff in the Career Center will provide individual career counseling, assist in building your personal brand, including things like setting up your websites, your business cards, including putting together your portfolio for any kind of interview you have coming up. So really it's about utilizing this resource from the beginning, all throughout your time at Columbia. You can find on and off campus jobs and internships opportunities with the help of the Career Center, as well as our job portal called Handshake that the Career Center will help set up for our students. Now, students and families have many opportunities to get to know more about Columbia, even during these virtual times. If you go to colum.edu/virtual, you'll be able to find different options like virtual campus tours, admissions counselor one-on-ones, and really just a better deep dive into what Columbia is. You can go to columbia.edu/virtual. Now to wrap it up, I just wanted to give my contact info. If you want to either screenshot this, I'll also drop some information in the chat so you can learn more about applying and seeing if this is the right fit for you. Thank you all so much. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, Sadia, for presenting on Columbia College Chicago. All right, we've heard from two great schools. We have a couple more to go. Just want to remind all of our attendees about the Q&A button. So we hope that you'll think about some questions to ask any of our representatives about their schools and programs. And as you can see, the next school that we're going to be hearing from is Bradley University. Tony? Tony, could you unmute?
There we go. I was so busy getting my PowerPoint all loaded up, forgot to unmute myself.
It happens to all of us.
Hey, you guys, my name is Tony Chandler, and I'm the Associate Director of Admission at Bradley University. Bradley is an independent private university, and we are located in Peoria, Illinois, which is just such an awesome location. It's about 3 hours from Chicago, St. Louis, and Indianapolis, but it is definitely its own city. It's the largest city downstate of Chicago, and that brings with it tons of opportunities for our students, not only to have fun, but to grow as professionals and as leaders in their community. There we go. So let me tell you a little bit about us. We have almost 6,000 students at Bradley, which is a really amazing size. We're not huge, We're not tiny. We're kind of nicely right there in the middle of it all, but we take elements of both really big schools and really small schools and kind of put them together to make Bradley a really unique place. We have tons of opportunities for different clubs and organizations, different majors, but we know our students. We're very personalized and we know what they want to do and what they want to study and where they're from, and we can help them because we know them better. So an average class at Bradley is about 17 students, and we have over 185 different things that you can study at Bradley. And those include majors, minors, areas of emphasis, and I'll get into that in just a little while. And one thing that I think makes Bradley really special is that 100% of our classes are taught by faculty. So you came to Bradley to learn from Dr. Somebody, and we are going to give you Dr. Somebody from day one, your freshman year. So even our most tenured professors are teaching in the classroom. They may be working on research, but they're there because they love students and they want to work with you. So we do have 5 colleges that make up Bradley, and I'm just going to zip through these in the interest of time. Certainly our Foster College of Business. This is an actual picture pre-COVID of our students working in this brand new convergence center that we have on campus for the College of Business and the College of Engineering and Technology. And those colleges work together a lot and kind of cross over in their curricular areas. So it made sense to build them one brand new building where they can be together all the time and work on projects together. Certainly, we're very well known for our College of Communication and Fine Arts. We are one of the top 10 game design programs in the country. One of my favorite majors over here is sports communication. I love sports, and if you want to work for ESPN or Elias Sports Bureau or on the news or writing, sports communication could be a really awesome major for you. Of course, our education and health sciences, we're probably best known for direct admit nursing in this program. And because Peoria is a larger city, we have facilities like the Children's Hospital of Illinois, which is located about 3 miles down the street from our campus. So all of our health professions majors really have some amazing opportunities. Engineering and technology. Engineering is probably what we're best known for. And so certainly the proximity of Caterpillar to our campus. Again, they're about 5 miles down the street from campus, and they need tons of engineers and mentor them, as well as business professionals and public relations and all that good stuff. But for engineering, just such an amazing opportunity to get to work with a Fortune 50 company right in your backyard. Liberal arts and sciences composes a ton of majors at Bradley, everything from computer science to social work and everything in between. Lots of minors over here like ethics and women and gender studies. So some really fun ones that aren't listed on here, but students will find to kind of complement their major. So a lot of times students aren't really sure what they want to do. Academic exploration program could be a really great program for them in that they can find a program and they're mentored through their major choice in the Footsteps program. And a lot of our students come to us as academic exploration. Our campus is very walkable. It's about 3 blocks by 3 blocks. And what I love about this is you can literally roll out of bed about 10 minutes before class, brush your teeth, and be on your way to class and make it there in plenty of time. So it's a very user-friendly campus. Everything is housed right there. So super easy to get around. We have lots of clubs and organizations, as well as Division I sports at Bradley. Great Greek life, religious student organizations, and leadership opportunities are super abundant. We do have a scholarship estimator on our website, and our admissions counselors also serve as your financial aid counselor for your first year. So it's really nice to have kind of that one go-to person. And our application is on our website as well as the common application. And we are test optional forever and ever, and it's a free application. So thank you guys for letting me share a little bit with you, and I'll turn it back over.
Great. Thank you so much, Tony, for sharing Bradley tonight. Just a quick reminder, don't forget about that Q&A button. And I'm really excited to also introduce our next school. We're going to be hearing from Dominican University.
Thank you, Jennifer. Hi, everybody. My name is Ruben Burnley. I'm our Senior Associate Director of Admission here at Dominican University. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen and start our presentation. All right. So a little bit about Dominican. We call ourselves a small school with big results. Just kind of give you a profile about Dominican. We're a small private liberal arts Catholic school, roughly about 2,100 students attend. 15-to-1 is our average class size, 10-to-1 student-teacher ratio here at Dominican. Always laugh when we say we have 0 lecture halls. Due to COVID, we actually turned in our one auditorium that houses about 1,100 people to see a play or production, until like a chemistry or biology or psychology classroom, just to create social distancing. But definitely you still have that small class size appeal with meeting with all your professors. Profile about our last year's class, just to kind of give you an idea, about 465 incoming freshmen for the class of 2020 that entered, about 776 with our transfer students, but 37% of our students are first generation college students, along with 69% of students of color that attend Dominican. Now, as you see, we have our top 10 majors that most of our incoming freshmen go into, ranging from nursing, psychology, pre-med, down to unique majors like fashion design. Also, we have a 5-year accounting and 5-year business program. But I always tell students that our #1 unofficial major here at Dominican is called I don't know, or undecided, or I want to study everything. And that's okay. At Dominican, first of all, every student that comes here has a first-year advisor, also a peer advisor, and you don't have to declare your major until your first semester of your junior year here at the institution. So it's kind of like going to the ice cream shop and trying out different samples before you decide on what double scoop ice cream you want, which will be your particular major. Speaking about support, at Dominican, every student, like I mentioned, will have a peer advisor and also actual academic advisor as well too. But we also have free academic services for our students, being able to utilize our writing and research labs, being able to check in with your advisors throughout the semester here, and also have a wraparound support offered here at Dominican. Also, I mentioned that you're taught by all professors, no grad assistant, no teacher assistant, but not only is your professors you're teaching a class, but your professors are actually involved with you in your research. We actually have a dedicated day on campus that students are able to exhibit their research they've done with their professors or peers or even by themselves, to be able to exhibit that in our annual day, which is called GERSI, or Graduate and Undergraduate Research Scholarship and Creative Investigation Day. So you wouldn't be surprised that you might be presenting your first year here at Dominican, or you might be presenting all 4 years here at Dominican with a professor or by yourself. I know previous colleges mentioned about career development. At Dominican, your career development is involved with you starting your first year here at Dominican. First of all, just getting a chance to know who you are, figure out what paths that you're looking to go into, but also help you out with the job, resume creation, or even interview. And now, since we're in this digital world, being able to do a digital interview, social media interview as well too. Speaking about career development, they lead you into your internships and also grad work. This is kind of give you a listing of somewhere our students are working at. Students that are actually doing our digital cinema or media are working for NBC, Universal Media, or even Disney, or students are going into like a nutrition and dietetics program, being able to get an internship with Kraft. So we speak very highly upon with our career development office here at Dominican. Now, if you're ever on Jeopardy and they ask you who are the first 2 colleges that ever offer study abroad in the United States, one was Smith College, and then the other one is Dominican. With Dominican, we have study abroad programs with 20 different countries. And so ranging for full semester programs, possibly in China, or even a 2-week study abroad program or opportunity, maybe in Nassau, Bahamas, that you see with this picture, but also even a 5-week program in the summertime for our fashion design majors, being able to do a program in Italy and France. So definitely a great opportunity to combine study abroad with any major that you're looking to go into here at Dominican. Also, giving back, depending what major you're going into, or if you're involved with clubs or athletics or any organizations on campus, you're going to be able to give back in the community. It might be within the Chicagoland area, but then also within the world as well too. So definitely, if you're looking to make changes, Dominican might be a school of your choice. Now, I know there might be some students from the class of 2022, even if there might be some students in the class of 2021. Our application is all live online. You can actually apply online via the Common App or also on our own application that we offer here at Dominican. We are Division III for athletics, and so we offer different athletic opportunities from men's women's soccer to cross country to even going into our men's volleyball. We're actually going to start our first ever men's bowling program in the class of 2022, but our men's volleyball team actually reached all the way to the Final Four for Division III. You might not want to be involved in intercollegiate athletics, but you do have the opportunity to do intramural programs, but also be part of one of our clubs and organizations that we offer here at Dominican, ranging from different ethnic clubs to academic clubs to even university ministry, which is one of our most famous clubs that we have on campus for students to be involved with. I mentioned that we're in River Forest, Illinois. We're literally 10 miles due west of downtown Chicago. So a lot of our students will take advantage in the town of River Forest or a neighboring town of Oak Park with restaurants and everything else, but also being able to have a free shuttle that'll take you to the Green Line to explore the city. Just to wrap up with, we do have different merit-based scholarships, but also I want to drop this picture. If you ever want to get a day in the life of a Dominican star, you could be able to check out our student ambassador page. And also I will drop our contact information in the chat. So thank you for being a part of today's program.
Thank you so much, Ruben, for presenting on Dominican University. Our next school tonight is going to be Western Illinois University.
Well, hello, good evening. Thank you very much. My name is Michael Grzeski, and I am from Western Illinois University. So let me just share my screen here. Okay, so here we go. So again, my name is Michael Grzeski from Western Illinois University. I'm a regional admissions counselor. I'm actually based in St. Louis, Missouri. So I handle all the St. Louis, Missouri metro area, including now all out-of-state territory for Western Illinois University. Western Illinois University actually has 2 campuses. We have our main campus, which is all residential, and it's in Macomb, Illinois. We also have our second campus in Quad Cities, which is actually Moline, Illinois, and that is actually a commuter campus with plenty of students being able to find housing right within walking distance of campus there in the Quad Cities area. As far as looking at the size of Western Illinois University, right now our student population is at around 7,600, as you can see, with the bulk of those students being at the Macomb campus, and then about 1,000 or so right now at the Quad Cities campus. You can also see too our average class size at 18, how many majors we're offering. About half of those majors are also offered on the Quad Cities campus, but all 60+ majors offered at the Macomb campus. Also too, in regards to the student to faculty ratio, 13:1, 96% of our full-time faculty teaching the classes at Western Illinois University. It's a state school, but with that small school feel, as you can see there by all the numbers. Also too, we are test optional at Western Illinois University. As you can see, a 2.75 GPA or higher on a 4.0 scale will get you automatically accepted into Western Illinois University. If you do have below that 7.5 cutoff there, so if it's at a 2.0 to a 2.74 GPA, basically what's going to happen is we're going to ask for additional documentation. So that would be along the lines of your official high school transcript if you've already self-reported, also letters of recommendation, test scores if you are able to provide those, and also possibly a personal statement. Right now, as you can see where the costs are for Western Illinois University. So very affordable for a year of a great education at Western Illinois. One of the great things we offer too that we always like to talk about is our 4-year cost guarantee. So what that means is for an incoming freshman, the tuition that they're going to be charged for a freshman year will be that same amount charged each year for 4 years while they pursue their undergraduate degree. So they're locked in for that tuition cost for all 4 years. And that's not just for in-state students, that's also for out-of-state students. Of course, just like with most schools in this country, in order to get additional financial aid besides the scholarships we offer, we do take the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, which you file by October the 1st. And as you can see right now, our average financial aid package is a little over $17,500. So when you take that and subtract that from the total cost to attend Western Illinois University for a year, it can be very affordable out-of-pocket costs for a student to attend Western and get a great degree. We award over $10 million in scholarships each year at Western Illinois University. So we've had lots of great opportunities that we've provided since 2020 of different scholarship programs. Besides our Western Commitment Scholarships, which students are automatically reviewed for when they apply to Western Illinois University. And of course, those scholarships range from $3,000 to $8,000 per year. If you have at least a 3.3 GPA or higher, you're going to get at least $3,000 per year, but it can go as high as $8,000 per year. We also have location-based scholarships, students that come from the Chicagoland area, also students that come from the St. Louis area. Alumni affiliation scholarships. So if a student has a grandparent or a parent that's graduated from Western, we offer those scholarships as well. We even offer scholarship for students that just come to visit campus. And that's not only physically, but during the time of COVID, if they're doing virtual visits as well, they are also offered that campus visit scholarship. And also additional foundational scholarships that students can apply for once they're accepted to Western Illinois University. So many different scholarship opportunities for students. As far as our academics go here, we have over 60 plus majors to choose from. And while we're very well known in many areas, law enforcement and justice administration is actually a top 5 program in the country. Also, we're very well known in agriculture, business, sports broadcasting, musical theater, nursing, and also many other outstanding programs. But also there's some other majors that we'd like to let you know about, including, of course, now actuarial science, educational studies, public health, and we're now offering minors in American Sign Language, computer science and education, and also cannabis production and cannabis and culture. As far as getting involved on campus, first off, if you're looking to be an athlete, we have over 17 right now varsity level sports at being Division I. We also have 20 club sports on campus as well too, and 12 intramural sports. If sports really isn't your thing, as you can see, we have over 250 different organizations to take a look at Western's campus, and much more to do as far as student employment if you're looking to get a job on campus as well. Also, too, we take care of our students with our University Counseling Center. We have a lot of veterans on campus, too, so a great Veterans Resource Center, Student Development and Success Center, and also a great multicultural center in the heart of our campus. It really brings the students, the faculty and staff, and the community members together, regardless of difference in race, culture, genders, and sexual orientation. So it really makes for a good campus family feel. As far as applying to Western Illinois University, just make sure that you hop online and just visit us and make sure to just do the application. And you can connect with us on different social media outlets. So that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much, Michael, for sharing Western Illinois University tonight. We're on to our 6th school, so this is a great time for our attendees to think of those questions for Q&A. Make sure you're grabbing that information from the chat. And I'm really excited to introduce our next school, which will be the University of Illinois, Chicago.
Thank you, Jennifer. Get my presentation pulled up here. All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for being here this evening to learn about all these amazing schools. My name is Samantha. I'm here to tell you a little bit more about the University of Illinois, Chicago. I'm so excited to share a bit more about UIC. I think that there are many things that make UIC such a great university, but I'm going to touch on 5 unique aspects of UIC that I think, really make us special. So first is our location. We are located right in Chicago, less than a mile away from the Chicago Loop, which is where a lot of famous Chicago landmarks you might be familiar with are located. You can see the red section of the map there is our campus in relation to downtown Chicago. And the reason I start off by talking about Chicago is because even though we are located in such a big city and our students have access to everything Chicago has to offer, our campus is still a very traditional college campus. Even though you can see beautiful skyscrapers, the Chicago skyline from our campus, you won't find them on campus. Instead, you'll find 10 residence halls, beautiful academic buildings, a large union with a bowling alley, even more than 10,000 trees throughout campus as well. As a UIC student, our students definitely treat the city of Chicago as their campus. They take advantage of academic opportunities like jobs and internships. They also check out museums. We are located among some of the coolest, most historic and interesting neighborhoods of Chicago. The lakefront, you know, the list goes on and on, never-ending list of things to do in the city. Now, another thing that makes UIC so unique is that we're not only committed to academic excellence, which of course we are, we're ranked as one of the best public colleges in the US, but we're also committed to academic access. We want to make sure that all of our students have a very engaging academic experience. And in order to ensure that our students have an engaging academic experience, we have small class sizes and we make sure that our faculty is always available to meet with students. I do want to point out that we are the largest institution in Chicago and do have about 100 different majors and programs. So regardless of what you're interested in studying, we definitely have the right fit for you. Now, something else we believe at UIC is that our students should learn just as much outside the classroom as they learn inside the classroom. Our students are constantly learning through things like jobs, internships, study abroad opportunities, which you can actually do on any continent as a UIC student, through clubs and organizations. We have over 300 opportunities for clubs, and through research. And this slide here dives into research just a bit more because I do want to highlight that UIC is a Research 1 institution, and that just means that we engage in the highest level of research activity every year. We spend more than $400 million in sponsored research programs every year. And as a UIC student, you'd get the opportunity to engage in research as early as your first semester on campus. Now, another way our students are learning is through their interactions with their peers. UIC is considered one of the most diverse and welcoming institutions in the US. And actually in 2020, we were ranked in the top 5 most diverse institutions in the US. Our students have different cultural backgrounds, different socioeconomic experiences, race and gender identities, religious beliefs, and so much more. And that really frames the kind of conversations our students are having with one another. Additionally, about 40% of our students are first-generation college students, meaning that they're the first in their family to attend college. And we have no ethnic or cultural majority among our student body. Now, we recognize that our students, being such a diverse student body, people learn differently, they interact with one another differently. So we offer a very wide variety of support services, including things like tutoring, advising, group study, but we also offer different cultural centers. We have several different cultural centers on campus open to students, and that includes one of the only disability cultural centers in the US and the first Arab American cultural center at a university in the US as well. Now, a final interesting thing about UIC is we are a campus that is committed to social good. We at UIC, our students are really known for wanting to give back to their communities. And at UIC, it's really our goal to teach students the skills they need to create change in whatever industry they choose to pursue after they leave UIC. In order to, stay committed to social good, a lot of our classes do have community service or outreach components incorporated into them as well. All right, so I know that was a lot of information, but just to recap, we are located in Chicago. We're a school committed to both academic excellence and access. We believe our students should learn outside and inside the classroom. We are one of the most diverse and welcoming institutions in the US, and we are committed to social good. If those are things that you're looking for in an institution, then we certainly hope you apply. Here's just some brief information about our application process. We are on the Common App. Everything you see on the screen right now are things that are considered in our holistic review process. We are test optional for the next few years, and we are also happy to provide a fee waiver. So please get in contact with us if that fee presents a challenge. Finally, just some brief information about tuition and fees. You can see our in-state and out-of-state rates there. I do want to mention there is a scholarship specifically for out-of-state students that brings the cost much closer to the in-state student price. I also want to mention that you're automatically reviewed for scholarships when you apply. I already put our contact information in the chat, but please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any other questions. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Samantha, for sharing UIC tonight. All right, we have a few minutes left, so we've got time for one Q&A question live and time for our attendees to get that contact info and think of any questions they might have last minute. So as you can see, everyone's coming back on screen, so I'd love to have all of our representatives back on camera. And here is the, after I share the question, we're going to go in the exact same order you presented. And then as the representative ahead of you finishes, just feel free to turn your microphone on and flow from one person to the next. So the question we're going to answer today is, what is your favorite event or campus tradition? Something that's just a really meaningful program or event for your campus community. And we're going to start with DePaul.
Wonderful. So DePaul has this really awesome event. It actually happens twice a year. So it's called our New Student Service Day or St. Vincent Service Day. And we partner with over 500 different not-for-profits across the city of Chicago. And it is one day where it's alumni, it's staff, it's current students, and we all just engage with all of our community-based organizations. As I mentioned, DePaul really values giving back to the community, but our students honestly are the driving force of that. And so it's fun to be all across the city. And then as you're driving, if it's anybody else outside of DePaul, you just see a whole bunch of DePaul t-shirts everywhere. So whether you're indoor or outdoor, I'm sure you'll run into a few DePaul students sometime in September. And then it always happens the second week of May. So our New Student Service Day and Vincentian Service Day is a highlight of the DePaul experience for sure.
Awesome. For Columbia, I would say is our Manifest Festival. It's our urban arts festival that we throw at the end of every academic year. So it takes place the second week of May. It's kind of like our big hoorah for the end of the year, and everybody gets to showcase their art, their work, all their craft that they've been working on. It's especially a big hoorah for our seniors because it's kind of like their last time being able to showcase their work to the community within Columbia, but also anyone who kind of is roaming around the South Loop can also partake in. There's always like shows being put on by bands, a lot of exhibits, people showing their films. So it's basically just a really nice space that we get to like take over our Chicago streets and just celebrate art and celebrate all the hard work students have put in. And it happens every year. So that's always the highlight.
Okay, I have a lot of favorite events at Bradley, but probably one of my most memorable ones, it's Bradley, it's Midwest, it's basketball season, so we have an in-state rival that is right down the highway from us, who shall go nameless, but we love it when we get to play them. And Bradley basketball is so popular, we have to play at the Peoria Civic Center instead of our own Coliseum, just because there's just a lot of people that want to come watch. That game is legit crazy, y'all. It is so fun. The students are like painted red and white. And it was just, if you love basketball, if you love sports, if you just love having a good time, that game is the one to be at.
I don't know if I can follow that, but at Dominican, one of, I think, a good tradition that we have is called DU Fest, which is Sunday before the first day of classes. We have inflatables in the quad, we have a food truck, so all the faculty and staff and new students, returning students get to hang out, and it's just funny. 12 hours later, then you see their heads down because they got the first day of classes. But it's just one of those events that brings everybody together, gets the school year kicked off, and then get at it right on the first day, which is that Monday.
At Western Illinois University, the one of the things that I think is really neat about Western, and it's actually something that it's not just one time, but it happens throughout the course of the year, is that there's several different statues that are on campus of our the leatherneck, which is our mascot, of course, the bulldog. And one of them is designated specifically for students to decorate throughout the year. So you get to see the creativity of the students throughout the year with the way they paint him, what they put around him. Of course, the students will be very creative, but also too at the same time do different themes, of course, throughout the year for the holidays and things like that. So I think that that's really cool for students to do that and just to see their creativity.
I think one of the most fun events at UIC is at the beginning of the semester. We have a concert that's completely free for all students, and it's called Spark in the Park, and we typically bring a big name artist. So we've had 21 Pilots, Kid Cudi come before and put on this huge concert that's just for our students, and it's very fun and a great way to really kick off the semester.
I know it's such a hard question, right? Because I know you each picked one, but I know there's a million more. So I hope that this just piqued the curiosity of everyone who's either watching live or watching the recording to think, how could I see myself at that event? And then head to, all the websites and social media outlets to take a sneak peek at all of these different events in the past and keep an eye out what's going to come in the upcoming school year too, to see if you can see yourself on campus. I know I want to. Explore, attend, and see all of these events too. So thank you all for sharing that. Well, we've reached the end of our time together tonight. I first want to thank all of these admission counselors for sharing not just the facts and figures, the logistics on how to apply, but just your energy, your passion for the student experience on your campus, in and outside the classroom. I know 6 minutes is so fast, and you all did an exceptional job giving everyone a sneak peek. I hope for everyone watching, remember this is just a sneak peek, and I hope that you are excited to learn and explore more as you dive into your college search process. Yes, it can get at times overwhelming, but it is a lot of fun as you explore what's going to come next for you. And these admissions representatives are the best people to talk to and your #1 resource to help navigate what comes next. All right, the logistics. When you close your window, there's going to be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. Really, it's super simple to fill out, and we would appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Again, this is just one of many different sessions that are being hosted. We hope that you have enjoyed attending a couple tonight, and you're ready to sign up for one more this evening in our last round. In about a week's time, you'll find this session's recording as well as all of the session recordings at that same website where you've registered, striscan.com/college essay guide. Thanks again for coming along on this virtual college road trip, and best wishes as you explore and have a lot of fun, I hope, during your college search decision journey. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks again for being here.